Glad to have you here today, and we have our guests. We have James Lewis and Richard Baker, and they are film producers. Gentlemen, tell us about your film.
Welcome. Richard, you go ahead. You can talk a little bit about it.
The film's called Roommate Wanted, and with a question mark at the end. It's a short film that we produced last summer, finished it this spring, and are currently marketing it to film festivals around the country. It's a short comedy, about 20 minutes long, and James is the star. I'm the writer and director.
All right. What inspired you?
I moved back here to Baltimore and I needed a roommate for a place, and so I started the search for a roommate, putting an ad in the paper and meeting people, calling people back. And I started to find that people, you would talk to them over the phone, but maybe you wouldn't find out more about them until you met them in person. And it kind of got my mind rolling on an idea for a guy who is pretty much a normal guy on the inside, but on the outside maybe he's got a pretty big personality quirk, which is that he's like Elvis. So he dresses like Elvis, he acts like Elvis, everything he does. But on the inside he's just a normal guy. And so he needs a roommate, and the people that he interviews seem very normal on the outside, but then when he gets to know them, maybe they're not so normal.
The movie really, shows contrast, because outwardly you see this character and you go, okay, he's kind of strange, and he's a nice guy, he's just looking for a roommate. But then you see all these normal people, and then they're all weird inside, so it's a big contrast, because when you meet people, you never really know how they are until you get to know them.
Oh my goodness. But it took so much motivation to want to do a film about your roommate, a roommate. As a young person in school, was there something there that led you towards film and towards writing about slices of life?
Well, I was almost born in the movies, so my mom went into labor actually when we were in the movie theater.
What movie was she watching?
We don't know. But I wish I could tell you that. But so early on, I always liked movies more than I liked reading, in fact. But I read too, but I always loved the moving image. When I think often in images rather than in words. So when I got into college, I tried to figure out what I wanted to study, and I kind of landed into a really good film program. So it kind of just went from there.
Well, we're really curious about what this progression of talent and creativity has produced. Let's take a peek at the movie.
Okay.
Hello.
John, Charles Berry here.
What's going on, Chuck?
Your rent.
What about it?
I never got it.
What do you mean you never got it?
Just that, I have no money from you.
But I gave the money to Ozzy to give to you before he moved.
John, it seems like you have a real problem here. But being the nice guy that I am, I'm gonna help you out.
Will?
I'll give you 2 weeks to get my money back, find a new roommate, or get out.
But, Chuck? Chuck?
Hey, Grant, I need to lower. I can pay you as soon as my associates come through. Look, I can't talk now. Can you meet me at the corner of Wilkins and Franklin at 11? Damn, I gotta go.
Hi, I'm calling about the ad. I'm wondering how flexible you are with the lease and, well, with other things. Looking for a place to use for a few hours. I could indulge you if you indulge me.
Yeah, I was wondering about your yard. What kind of space y'all got out there? Go ahead and give me a call back at 543-229.
Hello. Hi, this is John. You called about the roommate wanted ad? Yeah. No, I don't keep any livestock. I don't think it's big enough for one of those. 10? I'm sorry. Sorry. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Roger? Come on in.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Precious, how you doing? What's her name?
That's a hound dog. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's a nice place you have here.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
See a lot of potential. Oh, man. Can see a Mirkwood Forge motif right here.
Mirkwood what?
So, how many times did you see Lord?
Huh?
Lord of the Rings. Seen it 12 times. That Legolas is such a badass. Sky! Sky! Sky!
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Look, let me show you around the rest of the place, huh?
Sure.
So, this room here is the one that sold me.
Cool. It's like a hobbit hole in here. So tell me, you ever do it in here?
Do what?
You know. Do it.
No.
Strictly bedroom, huh?
What are you talking about?
The ad.
What about it?
It's all right here. Roommate wanted. 3-bedroom, 1-bath house to share with elves, lover, and dog.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Elvis. You freak.
Wow, man, those are really quirky characters in that movie.
It's a really fun thing.
Did you really go through some of that?
No, well, I mean, I think part of the thing about comedy is one way to approach it is you can go over the top.
He's got an Elvis wig in his closet. He just doesn't want to admit to it.
No.
I do.
No,
It was James's.
Oh, what is yours? Okay.
Now, what is your dream film. I'm sure George Lucas had a few ideas when he was a student in film school, but he had a dream.
I have a few, and I can hint at them, but because of the way the film industry works, I wouldn't want to spell it all out for you because somebody else could just take that idea. But I have a feature idea that I'm working on right now for a film about identity and memory loss. So I'm interested in finding funds and going ahead and trying to make a feature film.
All right, now, what is your style? I've seen Quentin Tarantino, and I mean, I see the first segments of his films, and there's a signature there. There's his fingerprint on it, all over it. George Lucas has a signature fingerprint. What do you consider your defining style?
Well, I started as an experimental filmmaker, which could be called avant-garde or weird. So I think that my style, in my opinion, is based somewhat around pushing the envelope about how you can tell a story or how you can get a point across with imagery or even words and music, different things, but trying to find new ways to express an idea.
Well, you've surely done that with this clip we just saw. That was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, Richard has a fantastic eye, not only, and you kind of saw some of the angles that we were
Yes.
working with.
Really interesting the way you did
Yeah,
that.
in those clips, it's a great way of picturing things the way he wants them to be seen prior to. And then really working with the talent, to bring it out. I've worked with a lot of different, directors, and, everybody has their own way of communicating. But Richard has a really great way of bringing, that character out of the people who are working with him onto the film.
Well, James, we're going to take a break, but one of the things I want to do is get back to you and talk about how you developed your Elvis character. What motivation did you have for him to be Elvis? Well, anyway, we'll see you back in a moment.
Hello? Ben? Is that you? I'm coming.
Stay where you are.
What?
I need it. Don't come any closer.
Okay. Don't you want to see the room?
I can see enough from right here. Just move to the side.
Okay. There's nothing to fear.
Yeah, so when I got back from Vietnam, I started having flashes. It's been really tough.
Bob?
Huh? Huh? Oh, no. It's okay. I keep a gun under my pillow, so we'll both be safe.
So, where are you guys from?
We're gonna.
That's pretty close to Tennessee. You ever been to Graceland?
Sure, we've made several trips to Graceland. We're
Awesome.
very fond of Elvis. Listen, when we saw your ad, we thought that you might possibly, maybe...
God damn it, you wuss. Just cut to the chase. Do you... Oh, just like that.
So, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I'm an artist, and I like to do gymnastics.
Really? Still?
Yeah, keeps me in shape. Flexibility and all.
Where do you, practice? What was that?
Nothing?
Sounded like an animal in your bag.
It's not an animal.
There it is again.
It's not an animal. Sonny's my little bunny-wunny, aren't you? Yeah. What's up, Doc?
music do you like listening to?
50 Cent. You know, you could find me in the club, bottle full of bub.
Yanni, I'm telling you, did you see him do the Star Spangled Banner against the Yankees last week?
I'm in something right now. Let's chill out. So, would y'all have a problem with us, inviting like large amounts of people?
Yeah, man. We be having parties.
Monk.
Punk. Funk. Funk.
Yeah, I mean Dre, Leaf, the one dude.
Who dude?
Lou.
Lou, alright, man.
Hey, cool. He funny stuff.
Yeah, he funny stuff.
Oh, Elvis is...
Elvis? Awesome! So tell me, well, what period do you like best? Personally, I'm a young Elvis fan. But really, all this...
Elvis is dead.
No one has ever proven that.
It's the name of a hip-hop group, dog. Don't you even watch BT?
Oh, you don't want to see me.
Yeah, alright, we'll see.
Ball. All day. All day. You see that? Look at that.
Love me tender, love me true, love me more tender, and even still more true.
Let's take it to Black Up Harlem. Let's get
can
on
do it
Grand
right
Island.
now.
Let's do it right now then.
So how much is the rent?
Hard. Hard.
Like Elvis.
He's the guy in the jumpsuit, right?
Just working clothes. What is it?
What kind of piping do you have?
I don't know. Metal, I guess. What are you looking for?
I'm sorry. It's not going to work.
I'll give you 2 weeks.
Stay where you are.
Don't you even watch BT?
Die, orcs! Die!
What are you looking for?
Or get out. Get out.
I don't think there are any more people left out there.
Welcome back. James, you're working with Richard Baker, the director. What kind of director is he?
He's a tyrant. That's what he is. Really mean guy. Can't you see?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Real tough guy, huh?
he's a very focused individual. You know, I'd probably have to say his communication style is very good because he communicates his vision and what he's seeing, and you definitely know when you go in to the set, you know, what his vision is, you know, which makes me as a performer, you know, that much easier for me to do my job because now I know what I'm supposed to do and what I'm supposed to become, you know. So he brings that out of you, draws it out. So, good guy.
All right, for fair and balance, Richard, what's it like working with James Lewis as an actor?
He's a wonderful actor to work with. We asked a lot of him. He was the star. He's in almost every shot, and it's a 20 film, there were quite a few shots. He came up from DC all the time for extra takes, all kinds of extra work.
You know, Richard is, what I have to say, you know, a very good communicator. You know, I've worked with a lot of different directors on different projects, but Richard is very skilled at communicating his vision and what he sees, you know, from a shot, as you saw in the clip, you know, what he wants you to do. And as a director, you know, he's very skilled in bringing that out of you as talent, you know, working on his film. You know, when you got a director who can do that, you know, not only it makes for a more interesting film, it makes for a better performance for people who are working on the film.
Okay, well, Richard, now that you have one film in the can, where do you want to be 10 years from now?
Maybe have 3 or 4 more in the can. No, I really would like to be working as a director and a writer in the industry, and keep doing independence. I like the independent style, the freedom. Hopefully, be working with James some more.
Yeah.
Well, what advice do you gentlemen have for viewers who might want to get into the film industry?
Prepare. You know, there's so much.
That's the magic word.
Well, yeah, there's so much to learn. You know, from an acting, from a directing, from a producing standpoint. A lot of people want to come into this profession, and they don't take time to educate themselves. Not only on the creative side of the art, okay, but also on the business side of the art, because, you know, this is...
Can't do the creative without the business.
Exactly. So you need to teach yourself. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be sitting in a classroom. You know, there are plenty of projects you can volunteer on. A lot of independent films that are being shot here, not only in Baltimore, but in DC and Virginia.
We can take volunteers.
Yeah, exactly. You know, talk about, you know, you can be a, you know, production assistant and, you know, get a little experience. And you meet a lot of great people, because it's a big community of people in the performing arts here, you know, and you wind up seeing and meeting the same people, and you never know, you know, that production assistant, you know, who volunteered their time on a short film, you know, might be that next Spielberg that's out there in Hollywood. So.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Hollywood or New York to start. There's plenty of small projects to work on and
a lot of
feet wet.
Well, we look forward to more future projects with you, Richard.
Thank you.
And with you too, James.
And I'll be sitting over there again, you know. So strange sitting here.
See, I was trying to give him the wrap. All right, let's bring the camera to a 4-shot this way. Okay. Okay, and you've already asked the question. Oh, no, you have asked. Okay, from the top. Okay, and action.
James Lewis, you commute from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore to be in film. What is the film industry in D.C. Doing right now?
Well, you know, you know, there's always things going on everywhere, but, you know, I've just found that there are more opportunities, you know, here in Baltimore than there are, than physically in the district. I can probably count on one hand how many projects I've had a chance to, you know, even audition for, you know, actually in the city. Now there's a lot of theater, you know, that's done in DC. There are a lot of small theaters that are done. They have a lot of productions that are going on, but, you know, television, film, it's pretty much, you know, most of it is done outside of the city, in the, you know, suburbs.
All right, I'm going to have to cut you. I hear people talking. Quiet on the set! Am I wrong? Kev!
I'm right here.
Oh, can you tell them they got to keep it down?
Sure.
All right, and I'm sorry to have cut you there. What thought were we on? All right, Jerry?
James was wondering, have you ever done the audition with the Town Connection?
Town talent connection. No, I don't think so.
We'll have to get you some information about the talent connection. So you can audition for new and upcoming films or one of the shows we're doing.
No, definitely.
There's a very exciting audition coming up really soon. This Saturday and Sunday. You both should audition. It's for a new show called Stardom. It's casting for a new reality TV show. It's a pilot being shot here in Baltimore. And we're looking for a new host of the show. And we're also looking for about 150 contestants. And there's not just one winner. There's about 6 winners.
Wow. I don't know if I have any hosting experience.
Well, I think I might have caught you on a show before. I think I might have seen an episode that you yes.
That'd be great though. I'd really would.
You'd really enjoy it. It's going to be a fun show, and it's the first show of its kind because it's actually centered on the quality of actors. No singers, no dancers, no comedians. It's all about actors.
Okay. Sounds great.
So be sure to give you all that information. You can join us on Saturday.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. What a pleasure spending with both of you today.
It sure is.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck on your next project. Richard, I can't wait to see your film come to the Maryland Film Festival
Hopefully someday.
next year.
Okay, that's a wrap. Cut that. All right, and action.
Wow. Tell us about your next project.
Well, the next thing we're working on is a short film we're going to shoot in a few weeks. This one's called Jesus Do. And I'm going to play Jesus in this film. And I'm not going to give away the ending, but basically the setup is that he has come back for the second coming.
In modern times.
In modern times, today in Baltimore. And he's having a hard time getting people to accept him because of the way he looks and dresses. So he kind of stumbles into a salon, a hair salon, and starts getting his hair cut in different styles to try to connect with people. See where it goes from there.
When is this project on?
Probably at the end of the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll be looking forward to that for sure.
I will need help.
I do need help, volunteers.
Do you need anybody
shooting
for
May
extras?
8th and 9th. And we'll need extras, we'll need crew.
Wonderful.
James will be in it. Yeah. He's got a small role in it.
Who are you playing, James?
Let's just say that you'll get to see me in a dress.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. How about your Elvis wig? Will you be wearing the Elvis wig?
I don't think I have a wig on this time.
Somebody probably.
I have another wig on.
But we're really excited about it.
Well, I'm curious. I'd love to see it. Is this going to be a full-length motion picture, like 2.5 hours?
It's going to be another short. This actually be a shorter short, about 10 minutes.
It's called Jesus Do.
Jesus Do. As in, what would Jesus do?
Excellent. It sounds like a very exciting project, and we wish you luck on it.
Thank you.
And I want to thank James Lewis and Richard Baker for sharing with us
Such a
their
pleasure.
very special film, Roommate Wanted. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in just a moment with some more wonderful guests.
Well, that's it for today, folks. This is John Carrington.
And Jerry Gasson. We'll see you next time.